today I want to speak about our amazing sponsor, V&J Auto Body. That's right. V&J Auto Body has now opted to be our primary sponsor here on the podcast, and we couldn't be happier. So V&J Auto Body is a shop that's been around for 40 years. It's a family-owned shop. It still is, okay? Yours truly works there. I have worked there for 9 years. I'm a manager and a writer. We have a fantastic, dynamic crew, right? Professional in all ways. Myself and my partner have between us probably about 40 years combined experience in the insurance industry in various roles. The shop itself is a very progressive shop. And what I mean by that is a future forward-looking shop. We have attained most major manufacturer certifications. All right, most recently, we just became Range Rover certified and Rivian. All right, we continue to move forward in that realm as well. All right, so from a standpoint of being prepared to assist you, the public, in every possible way when it comes to having your collision damaged vehicle repaired and restored to pre-loss condition, V&J Auto Body is the one place you need to be. All right. The shop itself, we have some of the most highly trained technicians. We have the most advanced equipment, right? And we are continually upgrading that and continuing the training, right, for all people. And they really make the investment, folks. I mean, we're sending guys across the country. The owners themselves, James Verone and Chandler, are always attending various industry seminars and various talking heads and folks that are intimately involved in the industry, right? So that we stay ahead of the curve and we know what's happening before it happens. All right, we know what's coming, so we're prepared. All right, we are prepared both intellectually, technically, all right, and also business-wise. All right, and the one thing you can always count on with V&J Auto Body is we're going to represent your interests and not the interests of the insurance company. All right, and we're going to be with you all the way from start to finish. All right, our professional office staff, all right, they're of claim rep quality. All right, and the girls do a phenomenal job. They really know the insurance industry inside out, all right, and they can make sure that your claim gets reported, recorded, and handled the right way from the beginning. All right, so you don't have to worry about that part of the aggravation. All right, V&J is going to take care of all that for you. All right, V&J Auto Body, they are in Lindenhurst and can be reached at 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. Of course, they are on our network at collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, but V&J Auto Body, folks, if you're in the Babylon area, if you live in the town of Babylon, you're in that area, you certainly should be having your car repaired there. So remember, all right, if you get into an accident or you need to file an insurance claim, give the folks over at V&J Auto Body a call, 631-226-0070. They have your back. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting and informative episode of the one and only Crash Course. And it is the one and only. We're the only one that's been doing this now for, God, I don't know how long. I guess, well, Crash Course has been around. Well, collisionservicenetwork.com has been around for 4 years. Crash Course, I guess, 2.5. Right, we were on the radio for about 2, and now we're getting this all up and running here. So, welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Crash Course. All right, the true voice, don't want anybody to tell you different, of the Long Island, soon to be statewide, Long Island auto body industry. All right, and more specifically, we mean, of course, the folks out there that own their own business and run their own business. Right, we're not interested in any insurance company partnerships, sponsorships. All right, we are strictly for the little guy. All right, and as far as you watching me, You spend a little time here, right? You're going to learn something. You're going to have a little fun. Or at least I think so. We try and have some fun here. I know at the radio show I had a lot of laughs over there. All right, and I try and do that here as well. All right, so welcome to all my supporters. Okay, hey, if you're new, if you just decided to check out an episode, I mean, welcome. All right, welcome to the show. All right, stick around. All right, like I said, you do learn something here. I promise you'll be scratching your head. And hopefully, you know, the rich guys on Wall Street always like to say time is money. Well, I can guarantee you that applies here, right? Because here, we're giving you information and knowledge you need and can use, and advice you can trust, and time, your time spent with me on this podcast can help you save money. I love the way I just put that together. That was genius. It sounded genius. I don't know if it was actually genius. But seriously, folks, so they say time is money, right? So you want to have time well spent. Well, this is time well spent. Trust me. All right. So if you're new, if you're a newbie, somebody told you about us, or maybe you just heard about us through one of our various social media applications there. All right. Thank you very much for checking us out. All right. And thank you, everybody out there who continues to support us. Please continue to spread the word. All right. Our ratings continue to go up. All right. They're climbing like one of Elon Musk's rocket ships. Okay. And don't forget the YouTube channel. Please go to the YouTube. I'm a big YouTube guy. Love YouTube. I'm a musician. Anybody out there that's a musician? Hoorah. All right. I'm a drummer. I'm in a band now. And I can't tell you, boy, YouTube is like crack for me. All right. Love going to YouTube. You could see all kinds of, who would have known, right? That you could YouTube, bring up videos on bands from the 70s, the late 60s. You can even plug stuff in there about, you know, what instrument you play. In my case, I love putting stuff in there about drum covers. Great stuff. That's another show. Maybe we can have a show on music, YouTube. I don't know. But folks, seriously though, we have a YouTube channel. We're real proud about that. All right. And we're real excited about the fact that the membership has been increasing steadily. All right. So if you like YouTube, if that's your thing, please go over there and check us out. CollisionServiceNetwork.com. Is where I believe that's where you can find us. Yes, I'm getting a head nod from the support staff. We got support staff here. See, that's how fancy we are. We have support staff. But seriously, so YouTube, right? CollisionServiceNetwork.com. Go there and check us out. So before we get into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to talk about here today, and there's always a ton of stuff to talk about, folks, you wouldn't believe, right? With a topic like insurance, auto body, personal injury, right off the bat, you know, you're probably like, ugh, I either got to be drunk or high or, you know, or really out of options on what to do, right? To listen or get involved. But I got to tell you, folks, it is absolutely amazing to me how much stuff you can talk about with this. And it's good stuff. All right? I know, listen, this isn't going to be coffee table fare. You're not going to bring this up at a barbecue, you know, hanging out with your friends and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, I get that, but that's why we do that here. All right, I read the things nobody wants to read. I listen to the things nobody wants to hear, and then I decipher that information and I get it out to the folks. All right, that's what I do here. That's what we do at Crash Course. All right, we are educating you, me, the consumer. All right, and we're helping people to make better decisions, right, on a personal level, financially, and also, of course, information-wise, right, when it comes to very important topics, right? Insurance is very important. Very important. I mean, I'm sure most of us don't really give it a second thought until we need it, and then we're like, oh, shit, you know, do I have coverage for that? How much? It's too late. It's too late. Right? And unfortunately, I see that day in and day out because, you know, yours truly, full disclosure, all right, I actually work in the industry. Okay, I work for V&J Auto Body. We'll get to that. We'll get to those guys in a minute, too. We're real excited about V&J. Which is a tremendously huge production shop, forward-facing, futuristic body shop. Combined, we're going to have over 50,000 square feet of production space now. That's not to mention our blueprinting department, our electronics department with the scanning technology. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I mean, it's a body shop that you would have looked at in some magazine 15, 20, 25 years ago and go, wow, holy shit. I can't believe that it's going to look like that down the road. Well, it does, and we're it, all right? But seriously, you know, again, not the most exciting stuff, but very, very important. All right, and that's why you tune in here to Crash Course, all right, because we're going to help you out. All right, so again, if you're new, if you're just stopping by, somebody turned you on to us or said you should check us out, thank you very much. Check us out. Stick with me. It's going to be fun. You're going to get smarter. All right, at least when it comes to auto body and collision, auto body, and of course insurance matters. And that involves dealing with the insurance company as well as, insurance products and stuff like that. All right, that's what we're doing here, and other stuff. I mean, I like to give out information, decipher information, any kind of information I come across that's helpful for the folks. All right, so on that note, like I said, before we roll up into some of the subject matter here today, just set the table a little bit because I know we have new folks checking us out every episode. So, Crash Course, right? Who are we? What are we? All right, Crash Course is the voice of the Long Island auto body industry, all right? Don't let anybody tell you different. If some body shop guys out there right now checking me out, guys, listen up. Competition ain't doing what we're doing, right? Never have, never will. They're not interested. Newsflash. Hello? Not interested. You know why? Duplicity. Duplicity's a nasty thing, all right? It really is self-limiting. And when you're duplicitous, it's very difficult to be all things to all people, right? We're not. No duplicity here, right? We are who we are. Our mission statement is straightforward, supporting and promoting the independently owned auto body industry here on Long Island. And most importantly, we are speaking to the folks, right? Giving you knowledge and information you need and can use and advice you can trust, all right? We're educating the folks, and that's what we're doing. So, Crash Course, okay? Crash Course, the podcast, is the voice of the industry as well as, I like to say, okay, the outreach, the outreach program. We have an outreach program now at collisionservicenetwork.com. I didn't know that, but we do. We have an outreach program. All right? It's run by the Director of Public Relations at Collision Services Network. I was just informed of that today. So the Director of Public Relations at Collision Services Network, that's collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, they coordinate all this stuff, and Crash Course helps us to deliver the message. All right, it's cool, really cool. Go to collisionservicenetwork.com, please. Check us out. All right, the website is phenomenal. It's got all the resources that you need, and the most important, of course, is our network of client auto body shops. We do have some personal injury attorneys there as well. And one amazing insurance broker. All right, Lisa and her gang up at Risk Management up in Hot Park. All right, so go check that out, collisionservicenetwork.com. A lot of good stuff there for you. All right, a lot of tutorials. There's also a link to the state. All right, if you need to get in touch with Department of Financial Services, file complaints, get information, that sort of thing there. So that's that. Collision Service Network, Crash Course, The Voice, Collision Service Network, the parent company. And where can you find us? Right? Everywhere. Thanks to the expertise of my engineer and production crew led by the phenomenal and wonderful Anthony. All right? We are everywhere that everyone is. That's what I like to say. I think that's a cool way of putting it. All right? Everywhere that you like to be is where we can be found. How's that? All right? So I'll do the rundown. Instagram, got you covered. Facebook, dynamic. YouTube, already talked about it. We have a channel. All right, you can subscribe, please. Please do. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and, of course, all right, podcast. Where do you find your podcast? Well, for us, we can be found on Spotify. All right, I don't believe we're attached to Anchor anymore. We were, but we've moved on from them. All right, no more Anchor. We've unanchored ourselves from Anchor. We've pulled up Anchor from Anchor. Trying to throw out these cliches here. But anyway, yeah, so Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. All right? Those are the places you can find us. Those, as far as I know, are the most significant places. I know there's a few other things out there, and, maybe down the road we'll look into that. But right now, those things have been working very well for us. We're really reaching a lot of the folks. As I said, the ratings are skyrocketing. Our membership is increasing across the board. We love it. We love you guys. Keep spreading the word. All right, and let's help each other, help our buddies. All right, help our family and our friends and anyone else we come in contact. All right, it's important stuff. All right, so set the table there about who we are, all right, and where we can be found. All right, CollisionServiceNetwork.com. Of course, I am the owner and creator, all right, of that company. I'm very proud of that. We've been around a little over 4 years. We've helped a lot of folks. In fact, if you look over here, you can see, right, and this is true, no bullshit, all right? You don't get no BS over here. There's no duplicity and no BS. All right, so this is the real deal, right? This is actually somebody that we helped, and this is what they had to say. Folks, we've been doing this for over 4 years now, and I can tell you, especially with the radio show, we've had huge success with helping people out across all spectrums of this. All right, what I mean by that is claims. All right, if you filed a claim with the insurance company and you're getting involved in a liability issue, and you're not really sure if you're getting a good deal, or you're getting jerked around. All right, I've helped people with that. All right, and I've actually helped them to recover more money because of that. We've helped people with respect to locating personal injury attorneys, help them to understand that process and understand, why it's so important to make the right decision there. And, of course, body shops, right? We have the most amazing auto body clients on our network, right? These guys, these folks over there, I'll tell you, bar none, the best, all right? Professional staff, knowledgeable staff, professional office environment, state-of-the-art equipment. Majority of them are certified, either in industry based, knowledge-based things such as ICAR and ASE. You're probably not familiar with that, but that's okay. It's just a significant designation to have, all right? And most of my guys have, most of the shops have that. But what's important to you, all right, out there, and me, okay, when we look for a body shop, is they are not affiliated with the insurance industry. All right, I can't stress this enough, folks. All right, please stay away from that. All right, insurance companies, they don't need any partners. All right, and you don't need to be a partner with them. And when you decide to take your car to a shop that's working with the insurance companies, congratulations, you just became a partner. Okay, and what I mean by that is, folks, when you choose a shop off of our network, these folks are only dialed in for one thing, you. That's it. All right, so if something happens, and anything can happen, right? If you've been listening to the show, if you follow me on the radio, I've talked about this on different episodes and different radio shows. A lot can happen. Trust me. All right, again, remember, yours truly, I'm working in the industry. I work in a large production shop, V&J Auto Body, amazing V&J Auto Body. We love V&J Auto Body. And a lot can happen, right? I talk about that. How you report the claim. Folks, this gets so ridiculous that even how you report the claim, so before even anything happens, think about it. Before you even, let's say, even find a shop, you have to call the insurance companies, all right? That beginning right there can get so screwed up if you don't know what you're doing. Right? And I talked about this at length, right? Reporting your claim the right way. There's a right way to do that. Now, if you go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com, we have a tutorial there, frequently asked questions, and also, I believe I have a copy of it here as well. I'll get that out here in a second. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Tips for speaking with your insurance company. All right? And you can find this on CollisionServiceNetwork.com. All right? Tips for speaking with your insurance company. And I cherry pick off of this, and we discuss certain things, at different episodes. But that's kind of the stuff you could find over there, and you should go there and get familiar with it and check some of it out, all right? Because there is a right way and a wrong way to report your claim. And, folks, I'm not talking about nefarious shit here where, you tell the insurance company, you have a dent in the back and the car got hit in the front. Believe me, I get that. I have to deal with that. And I get it on some level, but, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about making sure that the claim, okay, that there's continuity in the reporting of the claim. Right, that all of the information is collected accurately by the insurance company. Right, now that's everything from facts of loss, from who was driving the car, what happened, to the damages, points of impact. Right, what was damaged. Okay, so there's a formality to that, and obviously we don't go around having accidents every other week, so we don't really get good at this. Okay, I mean, I hope not anyway. I mean, maybe there's a few people out there that are experts. I mean, I do have some frequent flyers at the shop. It makes me wonder, but maybe they are experts. At any rate, I hope you're not. All right. You don't want to become a frequent flyer with that. But seriously, it's a complex problem, right? And if you've never done it before, all right, if you've never had to report a claim, well, congratulations. God bless. I mean, most of us aren't that lucky. Then, it can be a little bit of an eye opener. All right, it really can, and it can be a little complex. It can be complex, and it can be definitely intimidating, especially today, folks. All right, especially today. Insurance companies have all kinds of people working for them today, and I got to tell you, I went through a formal claims school with State Farm many years ago. I was sent out to corporate. There was a whole process. We had to take tests all the time. We basically dissected the entire policy from front to back. And you had to pass this shit. I mean, these tests were tough. And if you bombed out, you were fired. That's it. Bye-bye. Get on a plane. They'll ship you back, and then you got to go find a new job. All right? So it was strict, and you had to really know what's going on. I talk to these people today, and it's almost like I know I'm getting older, but I have to look at myself. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Is this the same business that I got trained in? I can't, because me, okay, somebody who's an expert. I consider myself an expert, a professional. Been doing this over 30 years. I have various degrees, and I've held many different positions. And I got to tell you, I'm framing this. Okay, follow me here. I'm framing this statement, right, because of what I just said about why it's so important that you stay in contact with us at Crash Course here and you keep yourself abreast about certain things that are going on. Because, folks, even yours truly, who's a professional, right, been working in an industry, like I just said, and my head gets spun. Think about that, all right? They spin my head a lot of times, and I actually have to check myself. I look at myself. Am I talking to a wall here? Is my language different than the person on the phone? So I don't know what's going on. I really don't give a shit. All I know is I can tell you this much. The person you get on the phone, in likelihood, their knowledge base can vary from nothing to very good to in between to a mix. And believe me, if you want to try and navigate that by yourself, good luck. All right, good luck. Because like I said, my head gets spun. I got to check myself at the door today. I'm like, holy shit. I know I'm getting older, but this is the way it used to work, right? This is the way we used to settle claims. This is the way we used to take report. So it's quite phenomenal. It's quite a phenomenon to see, all right? So the takeaway here is what? The takeaway here is what? All right? Well, you don't want to do this on your own. Folks, it's that plain. All right? Remember what I said? We like to have fun here. Ignorance, they say ignorance is bliss. Oh, when you're in love, it's that might be good for that. I don't even know if it's good for that. At my age, after all the shit that I've been through, I don't know if ignorance is bliss with love either. But I can tell you this much. In the insurance industry, it is definitely not bliss. All right? And what I mean by that is if you're ignorant, then you're going to become a victim. All right? A victim of circumstance and a victim of knowledge debasement. And what do I mean by that? That's a nice way of saying a victim of stupidity. Okay? All right? And the insurance companies love that. They love ignorant, boy. Woo! A guy or a girl that doesn't know what the hell they're doing or never involved in this and everything, boy, God bless. They're going to feast on that. They won't tell you that, of course, but they love you. The dumber you are, the less you know, the better off it is for them. Now, they'll tell you that ignorance is going to make sure that they help you. All right? But it's going to end up screwing you. It really is. Okay? So keep following us here, Crash Course, because we're going to make sure that you are the smartest person out there when it comes to these matters. And I've said this before, folks. Unfortunately, statistically, you can't get away from this. You can't hide. You can't run away. Eventually, in fact, DOT, Department of Transportation, has statistics, facts. All right? Remember I said about facts? Inconvenient little truths? Although today people do the darndest today. They really work overtime trying to even to minimize and dismiss even facts, right? Which, that goes hand in hand with the insurance company and all their bullshit too. But anyway, I digress. Ignorance is not going to help you here. All right, remember that. So that old cliche, ignorance is bliss, no. Not with the insurance company. All right. And the auto body industry. I mean, holy shit, I'm checking myself here. Even the auto body industry. All right. You really don't want to be ignorant there, okay? Because you can end up in one hell of a mess out there. All right. There's a reason why there's a body shop on every corner in New York State. Okay. And it's not because they're all doing phenomenal work. All right. Let's face it, folks. You don't have to be. You don't have to have a Harvard degree in business or marketing, advertising to realize that when so many businesses, okay, occupy or populate an industry, it's not good, right? You can't tell me that all these guys are eating out of the same trough and all doing phenomenal 5-star work. It's bullshit. They're not. So don't be a victim of ignorance and don't be a victim of circumstance. All right, go to collisionservicenetwork.com, pick an amazing shop from our network. And those folks are going to make sure that your claim goes phenomenal from start to finish. They're going to walk the walk with you. And if you do get in a situation or there's an impasse or a breakdown in negotiations or an issue with your car, doesn't matter. Those guys are going to stand in your shoes, all right, and they're going to fight for you. They're going to fix your car the way you want it, not the way the insurance company goes. And that's irregardless, folks. Irregardless of where the negotiations end up, irregardless of what the insurance company says. They're going to fix your car the right way, consistent with manufacturer standards, and the way you want it fixed. Big difference there. Big difference. All right. So that's some of what we do here, right? And we do it phenomenally. Hey, before I move on to the next thing here, I want to get out. I want to put a big hello out there to. I'm really psyched about this. Really psyched. All right, this is so cool. I love this stuff. This is what I live for. People getting involved, people jumping on board. I like the energy, and I want to give a shout out to Ori, all right, and the folks over at Kobe Collision. Anybody know these guys out there? Kobe Collision, Hempstead, good people, great place, phenomenal body shop, inside and out. Kobe Collision is on 63 Smith Street, Hempstead. They can be reached at 516-538-3444. Now, I'm mentioning this, folks, because guess what? They reached out to us, all right? They reached out to collisionservicenetwork.com, and I'm real excited. We had a very productive conversation, and I think they're going to be coming on board. So we're going to be able to offer our services deep into Western Nassau County, all right? I'm really psyched about this. I'm really excited. Kobe Auto Collision in Hempstead, professional office environment, customer lounge, clean, just absolutely amazing place, all right? State-of-the-art facility, folks. All right, I've seen it. Amazing. All right, just clean, state-of-the-art equipment, production equipment, office equipment, the staff, the technicians, all right? It's all there. This is one-stop shopping over here, too. Right? These folks can take care of you from start to finish. All right, so Kobe Collision. All right, if you're in Western Suffolk, if you're in the Hempstead area, and you need a body shop, you're going to call Kobe Collision, 516-538-3444. And just tell the folks that you heard about them on Crash Course, all right? And they're going to help you out over there. All right, so moving on. V&J Auto Body. Woo! We love V&J Auto Body. Yes, we do. V&J Auto Body is our amazing sponsor here at Crash Course. They are phenomenal. We have James Arone and Chandler Arone are the owners. Guys, thank you very much. We can't thank them enough. They have supported us from the beginning. They continue to support us, and we really appreciate it. Folks, I can't say enough. If you're in the Lindenhurst area, I'm going to say Babylon area for that matter, okay? If you're in the Babylon area, and I mean the Babylon Township, and you need a body shop, why are you looking any further? You can go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com and find them there, or you can just pick up the phone and dial 631-226-0070. That's V&J Auto Body, located on 941 Wellwood Avenue in Lindenhurst. They're between the tracks and 109. All right, now, of course, yours truly works there. All right, so if you come by there, you get to see me. And because now with radio, nobody really saw me. With the podcast, you could see me, and I'm not that frightening. All right? I'm not that scary. I'm 61, but I think I'm still doing pretty good. At any rate, V&J Auto Body, proud sponsor of Crash Course. Amazing body shop, futuristic body shop, setting the pace for everyone else. All right, that's bar none. Setting the pace for everyone else in the industry. All right, they have assumed a leadership position and will continue to be a leader in the industry here on Long Island. V&J Auto Body, 631-226-0070. If you're in the Babylon area, Lindenhurst area, Farmingdale, Amityville, pick up the phone, give us a call, run your car by there. We'll be more than happy to take a look at it. If you can't get there, we'll tow it, right? We give free towing, all right? And that's our towing, folks. That's V&J towing. We don't third-party this out. All right? We have our own in-house flatbeds, okay, with our own tow driver, right? That's a rare thing today. It really is. Most shops gave that up decades ago. Okay? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we just, we like to personalize all of the service. All right? So V&J Auto Body, 631-226-0070, located 941 Wellwood Avenue in Lindenhurst, between the tracks and 109. Folks, if you're anywhere in that area and you need auto body work, collision work, you need to file an insurance claim, okay? You know what we say? What's our slogan? You should be calling us before you speak to them. You go to V&J, the folks over there, the girls up front, some of the smartest girls in the industry. They are well educated and well prepared, and they'll be more than happy to help you out. All right. So I got a little long in the tooth here. That's another old saying. But suffice it to say, I think it was some important stuff that I need to get out there. You know what? I tell you, I was going to go on a rant here today, because I was really pissed off. I was really juiced up over all the shenanigans and the baloney that's going on in the insurance industry. And folks, I know some of this. You probably right now you're probably scratching your head, saying, what is that going to have to do with me? And a lot of people say that. And in the insurance industry, they know that, and they they rely on that. They rely on the fact that you're not really going to give a shit, right? Let's face it. You pay your insurance every month. You write the check for the premium. You don't have an accident for 10 years, and then bam, car goes off the road. Right? I talk about this all the time. And now you're throwing your hands up in the air. You're arguing with the wife, or you're ready to throw your kid up against the wall because they ran the car into a tree. Whatever it is, right? And you're at a conundrum, right? Let's face it. We all know where to take our car. We all know where to take our car when it comes to mechanical, right? We have Tricky Dick Repair. We have Hot Joe's down the road. We have Carmine's and Luigi. Carmine and Luigi that fix the cars. We all got a guy. Everybody has a guy with mechanical. And if you don't have a guy, you end up at the dealership. God forbid. Okay, but you end up at the dealership. I'm a dealership guy. I take my Ford Explorer there. I admit it. All right, I'm a sucker. I get screwed. I get fleeced. But at any rate, point being is that when you get an accident, people go, holy shit, where do I go? Well, guess what? Today, the insurance companies step in. Hey, how you doing? Because you listen to this show, this is going to happen to you, right? That's right. But everyone else, it's going to happen to. And what am I saying? What's going to happen? Well, you're going to call the insurance company, right? Holy shit, we got to call the insurance company. We wrecked the car, and this asshole wants to sue me now for injuries and all this other stuff, and I need a rental, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Call the insurance company. No problem. Whoop. Call the insurance company. What do? We got just the place for you there. Don't worry about it. You bring it down to Tricky Dick's Auto Body, and he's going to take care of you. He's going to help you out. Yeah. There you go. Okay? And off you go. And the beginning of the end, or the beginning of your aggravation, the beginning of your frustration, could begin. It really, sincerely, folks, I'm not kidding you. I'm not trying to over-dramatize it, but it could. Now, compound that with the fact that you're already aggravated, or God forbid, you got hurt, or maybe a family member got hurt. You're dealing with that, right? You have all that nonsense going on. Not that that's nonsense, somebody being injured, but you have all that other stuff going on. And now on top of that, you decide you're going to take your car over to insurance company pal of mine, Auto Body, and they're going to fix your car. And folks, let's face it. At a minimum, Does this guy give a shit? Right? Think about it. You show up, your car's drivable, right? You drive in, the ass of the car's hanging off the road or the front of the car because the insurance company asked you if it was drivable, and you said, yeah. And they said, fine, drive it over there, and you drive in with the airbag blown, the front of the car hanging off because they don't give a shit. They'll tell you to drive it there. And the stupid-ass body shop that they're telling you to go to, he's not going to want to tow it because you know why? He don't get paid to tow. That's right. He doesn't get paid to tow your broken-down car. So he'll be more than happy to turn around and agree with the insurance company and say, yeah, it's drivable. Don't worry about it. Point being is you end up over there, okay, and there's problems. You don't like the way the paint looks. The car doesn't match. The door don't match the fender. He's telling you, well, I don't know what to tell you. He's throwing his hands up in the air. This is what the insurance company pays me for. He don't give a shit. And why should he? He's not getting paid by you. He's getting paid by the insurance company. Now, yes, it's your money. It's your check you're going to hand him. But he knows that you didn't come there on your own. You didn't go there because you saw his reviews and you said, oh, Tricky Dick Auto Body. He's got 500 Google reviews. This guy's amazing. No, you went there because you picked up the phone. Folks, listen, you got to be honest with yourself here. Let's be honest, right? You picked up the phone because you got in an accident and you didn't know where the hell to go because nobody knows where to go when it comes to collision. Most of us anyway. We know where to go for mechanical. We don't really know where to go with collision. So you picked up the phone. You called the insurance company because everybody told you that was the right thing to do. And the insurance guys turned around and said, no problem, Mrs. Jones. You're going to take your car over to Tricky Dick. And he works with us. You're damn right he does. You're damn right he works with them. And that's exactly the point. He works with them. All right? And if things get uncomfortable, well, how flexible you think Tricky Dick's going to be? All right? You think he's going to want to stand in your shoes and fight the fight? No, he's not. Let's be honest. Maybe he will. There might be a minority of guys. But even if they do, folks, they're not going to go the full Monty. All right? They're not getting in that trench with you. Ain't happening. I'm speaking from experience here. Listen up. This is from experience. I'm not some talking head academic, some industry guy, trade guy, or whatever, sits around, goes to these different guru meetings across the country and chews the fat. No, bullshit. I did this. I walked it. I worked it. I was in the insurance industry. I sat through numerous meetings. I heard all these discussions. I heard them blow smoke up each other's ass about, oh, this is going to be great, and we're going to be able to control the claim and lower costs and control. But I never heard, you know what I never heard? God's honest truth. You know what I never heard? I never heard that we were going to help the insured, that this was going to be a really dynamic thing. It's going to really work out. No, what I heard, okay? What I heard is we're going to be able to control the claim, cut costs, all right? Mitigate expenses, all right? Lower the rental. Whoop! Rental. Hello, rental. Going to get a little siren or whistle in here soon. All right, when you hear the whistle, it means you got to really pay attention. Rental, guys, you know what they identified rental as? Number one spot where they can really attack and drive down costs. You know what that means? No rental car for you. As I just said, you drive your car to the shop, you get the airbags blown, the ass of the car's hanging on the road. All right? But that's what I never heard. I never heard this is going to be phenomenal for insureds. No. I never heard that. All right? So the moral of the story here, before we close out for this episode, I don't want to go too long in the tooth here. I'm still kind of feeling my way around with these podcasts. The radio show, I always had, two pairs of eyes staring at me through the control booth, and, the time started to get close. The stress level went up in there, and then, the sweat started pouring out of the head as we were getting the end of the show where we had to do a commercial. So just follow me here. Stay with me. I'm kind of, sleeking through the weeds here, trying to figure shit out. But seriously, folks, I'm real serious about this. I know I'm joking around with the meetings and everything. I never heard, but it's true. I never heard them say this is going to be great for the folks. No, I heard it's going to be good for them. Good for them, not good for you. All right? That's why you listen to this podcast. You're going to get smarter and smarter, which means you're going to save money, aggravation, frustration, and time. You go over there, Tricky Dick Auto Body, like I said, I don't know what you're going to get over there. You might get something really good. You might. Right? But you got to always think of the inevitable, right? The what if. There's a lot of what ifs in auto body. A lot of what ifs, okay? Especially today. Okay, margins are tight. Guys are always looking to cut costs. Don't help them cut costs on you, on your car. All right, I'm going to leave you with this. Majority of us are owning our cars today, folks. I can't stress this. All right, after COVID, we saw a paradigm shift in the auto industry. What I mean by that is it's a factual statistic. You can't argue with it. More people today, right? It's drifted back a little bit. It has, but more people today than ever before. When I say ever before, in decades, own their cars. Whether you bought a used car, whether you're financing the car, whatever it is, whether you bought it through a secondary market, like some guy on the street. Point is most of us are owning these cars. So, folks, you have a personal stake in your car. You're not renting somebody's property. When you lease, you're renting. You don't really give a shit. Would you give a shit? I don't really care. I think you beat the shit out, right? Everybody beats the shit out of their car. And then a month before, they run around and they try and fix all the little shit so they can hand it back, right? Let's face it. Nobody cares. It's not your car. Now you do. Now you should. All right? Now you have an investment. I get it. I own my car. I have a Ford Explorer, right? I own it. I love it. I take care of it. And you can damn well sure that if I get in a wreck, I know where the hell I'm taking it, obviously. And you're going to take it there too, right? You're going to take it to one of our amazing network partner shops, and you're going to make sure that your car is fixed the right way, regardless of what happens in the negotiations with the insurance companies. All right? So don't be that person. Remember, ignorance is not bliss, right? And, you should be calling us before you talk to them, not the insurance guys. But if you can't, remember, when they hit you with the pitch about, you have to bring your car to one of ours, or you should bring hey, we have a body shop in the neighborhood over there by you, and they work with us, and they do good work, and you could bring the car over there, and they'll help you out. They love to put that on there. They're going to help you out. They ought to just say they're going to help us out, because that's really what they mean by that. It's like an oxymoron statement. All right, folks, I think I'm going to end it there. Hey, listen, I hope everybody had a little fun today, a little jingle, a couple of laughs, but more importantly, I hope you learned something. All right, I hope I got people to think about some shit, all right, that you don't like to think about. No, I don't like to think about it either. It's not exciting stuff. I get it, but it's very important. All right, we're pushing back here. We're taking it back, guys. We're taking back control. All right, we are. We're helping you to take back control. Control of a lot of money that you, me, and everybody else pays the insurance industry, all right, and a lot of misplaced trust with the wrong guys in the auto body industry, all right, and that can hurt you. Just like it can hurt you with the mechanical guy, it can hurt you just as much with collision, all right? We just don't come in contact with that as much to appreciate it, but it can. So remember, collisionservicenetwork.com. God forbid if you get in an accident, please go there, get familiar with us. If you need that kind of service, pick one of our amazing network partners, all right, on collisionservicenetwork.com. And, of course, you can always reach yours truly at 631-452-2569. And, hey, listen, what else can I say, man? Keep supporting us, all right? We're going to keep developing content. I'm getting, more and more lucid and flexible with this whole framework, all right? Take care, everyone.